What's going on, football fans? I'm Ian McConville, and as the season starts to wind down and the playoff push begins, we're just getting started here at Gridiron Glory. It's the time of the year when we honor the athletes who have stood out all season. We've got the list down to 15, and here they are, our 2011 Player of the Year candidates. 5 of our candidates come to us from the MVL, the first of those being Sheridan running back Mitchell Fouch. In only his first year as a starter, he's been the workhorse for the high-octane Generals offense this year. Our next candidate is New Lexington quarterback KJ Hook. He's definitely the most inspirational player of the season after battling back from compartment syndrome just a year ago. He has led the Panthers to a 5-2 record in the MVL after just 7 weeks of play in 2011. The Tri-Valley Scotties take the next 2 spots on our list with that dynamic backfield duo of running back Austin Jones and quarterback Nathan Strock. Jones has shown his versatility by carrying the load in the ground game and being a useful weapon in the passing game, which is led by Strock, who has absolutely picked apart defense with his pro-style play and big arm. Our final MVL candidate is Jeremy Willison, the star running back from Maysville. He has dominated defense and been nothing short of the Panthers' X-factor all season, keeping them competitive in the MVL race. The SEOAL takes 4 of our 15 spots. Of those 4 positions, 3 of them belong to conference frontrunner Jackson. Opening up the SEOAL nominees is Jackson running back Drew Irvin. The man is nothing short of an animal, a dominant downhill runner and absolute tank. He has also proven his ability as an outstanding pass blocker for our next Jackson candidate, quarterback Austin Osborne. The Wellston transfer has stepped into the quarterback role seamlessly and taken control of the fast-paced Ironman offense. He's tossed the ball around a lot this season, and one of his favorite targets happens to be the 3rd Jackson player to make our list, wide receiver Ty McNelly. McNelly is simply the most explosive pass catcher in the SEOAL and is a sure-handed option whether the route is a big streak down the sideline or a bubble screen in the backfield. Our final SEOAL candidate is Warren quarterback Dylan Leffingwell. The key to much of the Warriors' success this season, the cannon arm signal caller has shown he can also run, making him much more difficult for opposing defenses to game plan against. Out of the TVC Hawking come 2 of our nominees, both of whom represent Wahama. Running back Isaac Lee is the kid who can do it all. He can return kicks, make catches, play defense, and especially run the ball. He's been a huge part of Wahama's dominant offensive attack. Another White Falcon who can run the ball is rumbling, bumbling, stumbling fullback Anthony Grimm. He takes advantage of his touches and turns them into touchdowns. Our next candidate for Player of the Year comes to us from the opposite side of the Ohio River. He is Parkersburg quarterback Alex Ash. A dynamic weapon through the air and on the ground, Ash is keeping the Big Reds in the playoff hunt in West Virginia. Never a conference to be outdone, the TVC Ohio gives us 3 superstar candidates to consider. Leading off for the Ohio is Alexander quarterback Trey Bennett, who has been a very bright spot in his first season at the reins of the Spartan offense. He's a dual threat player who can beat you with his arms or his legs, making him difficult to game plan against. To put it simply, our next candidate has been nothing short of everything for the Athens Bulldogs. He is 2010 Player of the Year nominee, running back Devon Sharp. He's the anchor for the Bulldog offense and has recently been seen under center in the Wild Dog formation. Although he is slightly undersized, he makes up for it in skill and speed. Our final TVC Ohio candidate is a human highlight reel, Nelsonville York running back Dustin Young. With him in the backfield, the Buckeyes have steamrolled over every opponent who has stood in their way. Young's ability forces defenses to game plan to stop him, opening up the other aspects of the Buckeye offense. Well, there you have it, folks. We now know who our nominees are, so who do you think should be on Gridiron Glory's top 5 list? Leave us a comment below, write on our Facebook wall, or send us a tweet with your opinion. And don't forget to tune in to Gridiron Glory on Friday nights at 11:30 on WOUB, because there is nothing better than Friday nights and Gridiron Glory.